Hey everybody, welcome back to TechOdyssey. So today I'm here with a laptop review, and this time it is the Vastking Kingbook K100. So this guy right here, they sent it out to me to check out. I was like, yeah, I've been wanting to test out some laptops. This will be a good opportunity. Check out a new brand, see if it's any good. 429 bucks, pretty respectable. So yeah, that's what we're here to take a look at today. And just at first glance, I mean, cat's out of the bag. I mean, I've already taken it out of the box. I have it right here. But showing you the box as we talk about it. Celeron processor. I kind of at that a little bit, but then I started using it. And with the Windows S that's in it, it's got Microsoft Office 360 already on it. You don't have to pay extra for it. It's also got a 256 gig SSD card, 8 gigs of RAM. It's actually pretty snappy. I've been surprised. So they exceeded my expectations when I took it out of the box. And I think if you're looking for something that's not overly expensive, decent keyboard to type on, pretty good battery life, then I think this could be a good option because it's a nice all-in-one. You don't have to go buy a bunch of extra stuff, pay for extra licenses. But here we have the Kingbook K100, and we're going to take a look at it. But before we get into that, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you for being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Now let's take a look at the Kingbook. Alright, voila, here we have the Kingbook K100. I never worked with these guys before. They've approached me a couple different times. They've got tablets and some other stuff. This is the first time I said yes, because I've been interested in kind of like adding computers as an element to my channel. You got a lot of stuff going on the outside here. It's actually got a really premium feeling top on it. It's like, it feels like metal, but then you get to the bottom and it's like plastic. And I don't want to say cheap plastic, it's just plastic. It gives it a kind of lesser quality feeling. They kind of tried to blend some premium materials here with also some common materials, so you get just a premium enough feeling with a nice weighted screen when you lift it up, but it doesn't feel cheap. But at the same time, I mean, it's definitely not a MacBook. Now, it has decent ventilation on the bottom. The Celeron processor doesn't put out too much heat. You will notice if you have it sitting on your lap or something's clogging up these vents, it will get a little warmer. So just pay attention to that. You do always want to have good ventilation. If you're using it like on the bed, you got a quilt, or you got like a blanket sitting in your lap that's clogging up these vents, it's going to get warmer. Now on the ports side of the house, not port side, but the ports side, we have a USB type A. We also have a USB type C. We have a direct connect here for the adapter. It's actually very, very easy to plug in, and it charges pretty well. You can use it while it's plugged in if you're worried about draining the battery, if you need to save it if you get low on battery. So you also got an HDMI out over here. You can use that. And then on the other side, you can actually pop an SD card in here up to an extra 128 gigabytes. That's nice. And then you've also got the headphone jack and another USB slot. So you've got decent slots on here. I like that it's not all like Thunderbolt. It's not all USB-C. You got a nice blend of stuff here, unlike MacBooks, speaking frankly, because they're all, oh, here's our Thunderbolts. That's all you get. So I think they've got a decent amount of ports on here. 5,000 milliamp battery. I kind of laughed a little bit when I heard that, but I'm like, well, I mean, I haven't looked at a lot of laptop stuff seriously. I mean, maybe that's okay, because I've got an S21 Ultra that has 5,000 milliamp battery as well. And this lasts much longer in some cases. So they advertise it lasts up to 8 hours. I've gotten well over 5 or 6 hours out of this thing on one charge. It's very, very good. The battery life is very dependable for pretty much normal and mixed usage. I've done a lot of browsing. I've done a lot of actual work. Surprised or not, during the pandemic, I do work. So I've done work on here. I've watched YouTube stuff. The speakers are not the loudest in the world, speaker really. So let's go ahead and open this up so you can see it. So you've got like this speaker grate up here on the top. You can hear the speaker when the sound comes out. Back to TechOdyssey. So today I'm here to talk about something I never thought that I would be talking about. And it's not just because it's the BlackBerry print, but it's for a particular reason. It's okay. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. It's nothing you're going to be like, wow, this has amazing sound, Mom, when you call her while you're at home away from college. But it works. And the buttons are nice. The only thing that gets me with the keys, they do feel very cheap. Like they feel kind of plasticky, but don't let that get in the way of them actually working. They actually work pretty well, They're not overly spongy. The key press is actually pretty decent if you like a long key press on a button. It's not like the MacBook where you get like 1 millimeter where you press it and there's no give. So the typing experience feels more like older, normal laptop kind of feel, like 10-year ago laptop feel. It's not like these new crazy thin ones that they put now in these new laptops. So you've got that. Keyboard actually is decent though. I do enjoy typing on it, but it's like the 1999 laptop equivalent of like a mechanical keyboard laptop. So it's just one of those things. It does make more noise. The other thing that makes noise is the touchpad. That definitely has a plastic sound and feeling to it. One thing that's neat about it though is actually it has a number pad down here, and when you activate that, you can touch that for numbers. So it's kind of like having a keypad, like the 10 keypad on the side, but it's built into the touchpad. So very interesting. I've never seen something like this before. It may have been done somewhere else. I'm not going to say that it hasn't been, but I haven't seen it personally. So they've done some inventive things with this laptop to make it worthwhile. But keyboard, I think, is good. The screen is actually nicer than I expected. It's got a 14-inch 1080p LCD. It's good for power saving. It's good for not burning up a bunch of battery and burning through energy and bleeding it as you use the computer. It's just got a nice balance. And I think that's probably the best thing I can say about it. It's got Windows S on it. So it's running Windows 10, but it's kind of like perpetual safe mode. It's like security mode, I think is what it stands for. It's very closed off. You can't install anything other than what's in the Microsoft Store. And this is to keep the laptop running fast because we're talking a Celeron here. 8 gigs of RAM, 256 SSD. That SSD goes a long way to making sure that your apps and things load quickly, but keeping it to where you can only get like official screen, make sure there's secure apps out of the Microsoft Store. It keeps the laptop running smooth and fast, and you don't have to worry about it bogging down over time. That's a really important consideration, especially if you're using this for students, for your kids, as an alternative to a Chromebook. You want to have Microsoft Office already. You don't want to pay for the subscription. So the Microsoft Windows S version that's on here, you can actually go ahead and activate it and turn it into regular Windows, but I will tell you that your performance will probably suffer some because you're going to have the whole world of Windows and you're going to be using a lot of other things. But there are downsides to Windows S mode. You can't even download and install Chrome, so you're stuck with using basically Edge browser, which has gotten a lot better over the years. It's just not my cup of tea. But lots of things here. We've got Windows 10S, Intel Celeron, N4020, 1080p display, number pad, 8 gigs of RAM, and it's also got the warranty card, it's got the charger, and then it's got the quick start guide. I mean, there's not a whole lot inside here. I mean, we've got the box, and let me show you here. That's pretty much it. There's the charging adapter, and there's a warranty card in here, which you need to activate. 1-year warranty extension, so activate your 1-year free warranty now. Do it within the 14 days, and a couple pieces of paper. Not a whole lot here, but I do gotta say, this laptop has been a lot more impressive than I thought it was going to be. I've enjoyed it more than I expected to, and it's nice because I don't have like a normal throwdown laptop. I keep this next to my bed, I pick it up, I use it routinely, and the battery life has been way better than I expected. So if you want something for a college student, if you want something that's got Office already, everything's ready to go. You just go through the basic setup. And the only concern I would have is like if you're a college student that goes to traditional classes, sitting there typing next to a bunch of people, the plastic clicking noises on the keyboard and the touchpad will probably start to grate on your nerves and make you feel subconscious, and they might bother people sitting closely around you. So that's the only real thing that irks me about it. It's just that the sounds, and it doesn't help that it's kind of a hollow plastic bottom. It carries that sound a little bit. But otherwise, if you're using it in a small setting, you're not around a whole bunch of people, if you're using it in the dorm, if you're using it at home, if you've got it as like a work laptop, just to take to like Starbucks where you grab some coffee and do some light work, as long as there's not a bunch of people around you. There are a lot of use cases for it around the $400 ballpark. I think it's a decent thing to check out. You got your 1-year warranty, all that good stuff. So that is my thoughts and impressions and review on the Kingbook K100. Again, like I said, it surprised me. It's performed better than I thought it was going to. That SSD and the Windows 10 S mode really goes the extra mile to make things zip and to be a more enjoyable experience. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you want to learn more about it, you can go to the description below and check it out. There's more links and information down there. You can have a whirl at that. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.